Hello, I'm David Taston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, apprehension is growing at the scale of the coronavirus impacts. Firstly, an update on the official virus data. It has doubled in the past week to be 40,600 confirmed cases and an equivalent level of unconfirmed cases, and the death toll has also more than doubled in a week to 910. Not only are there issues with testing a virus few fully understand, and one that seems to be mutating, but the incubation period may be longer than the originally assumed 14 days. It now may be as long as 24 days in some cases. And the human toll is tragic, not only the deaths and infections, but the upending of more than 100 million lives in China. And the economic cost will be large too. The implications for New Zealand can't be known at this stage, but they won't be positive. The RBNZ will get an early chance tomorrow to give their assessment, and risk signals are all we're likely to get, rather than official rate moves. No one knows enough yet to pull any triggers. Back in China, much of the world's factory remains largely closed. Some firms are reopening, especially software and service firms, but supply chain freezing means that most manufacturing firms remain closed. And that means we're facing a major global economic shock, perhaps the widely anticipated black swan. More than 300 Chinese companies are now seeking bank loans totaling at least $12 billion to help soften the economic impact on them. And this will be just the start of public support for a private sector that is staggering. Consumer inflation in China is jumping, up 5.4% in January 2020 from the same month in 2019. In December, it rose at a rate of 4.5%. Food prices are up 15.2% in a year as the African swine fever impacts linger, and beef prices are up 20% and lamb prices are up 10%. Fresh vegetables are up 17% in a year. But producer prices are rising too, but only taking them back to the tiniest gain year on year. It's inflation for households and deflation for businesses. Elsewhere, Canadian housing starts came in much better in January than expected, and Canadian building permits did so too. Closer to home, the iron ore price has shifted sharply lower, and the Baltic Dry Shipping Index continues to fall. US Treasury 10-year yield is just on 1.55%, and that's a 3 basis points decline from this time yesterday. And gold has risen again, up another $4 to $1,574 an ounce. And US oil prices are down sharply again today to just over $49.50 a barrel. And the Brent benchmark has also dropped sharply to just under $53.50 a barrel. Since the start of 2020, these prices have fallen about 20%, so oil is in a bear market. And the Kiwi dollar will start today lower at 63.8 US cents, and its lowest level so far this year. On the cross rates, we're lower too at 95.6 Australian cents, and against the euro, we're holding at 58.5 euro cents. That takes our trade weight index down to 69.6. I'm David Taston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.